Hi everyone, my name is Guneet from Canam Network, and today we have a most important man in the campaign of the BC Conservatives, Angelo. Angelo, thank you for talking to us.
Thank you for having me.
Amazing. Angelo, 2 years ago, there was no conservative in BC. BC was not the province for the conservative. You took the party and you built the party and you recruited John Rustad and you brought the party to where you are. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I feel incredible. I feel overwhelmed. I feel humbled to be working with a leader who has done such an incredible job despite all the odds against him. John Rustad's superpower is being underestimated, and boy, has he been underestimated.
We talked to you a year ago before the campaign and they was not too optimistic about the results, but today we see some groundbreaking results. What went good for you in the campaign and what went wrong?
I think breaking into communities and speaking to different types of British Columbians, Surrey, speaking to Indo-Canadians, Richmond, speaking to Chinese Canadians, that has been our pathway, into the suburbs, into the cities. The Conservative coalition, if you want to call it that, is not necessarily this coalition of federal liberals and federal conservatives, but it is different kinds of conservatives. There are white rural farmer conservatives. There are Indo conservatives. There are Chinese conservatives. There are all different types of conservatives that have come together under one banner. That is how we got here.
What was the role of the mainstream media and how did it affect the whole campaign, especially for the BC Conservatives?
Look, I think the mainstream media has its role. I think obviously there are exceptions like the Tyee and other outlets like Press Progress that are, I would say, political in how they operate. And yeah, they launched a whole bunch of hit pieces. I think the theme of this election is going to be cancel culture because from the get-go, that is what they tried to do.
If the BC Conservatives don't form the government, I know it will come as a strong opposition. What are some of the priorities of the BC Conservative if they happen to be sitting in the opposition?
Holding David Eby accountable for all his lies. He said he would get rid of the carbon tax. He said he would give people a tax cut. He said he would not move forward with the land tax. He's lying about everything. So we will hold him accountable.
A last question. What went wrong for the campaign or did everything went correct?
Look, we didn't have a lot of runway. We didn't have data. We didn't have a lot of money to start with. Usually parties have legacy data, hundreds of thousands of people, email, phone numbers that they can go off of. We didn't have that. So our biggest problem was just runway.
Okay, any last word for the British Columbians and what can they expect from the BC Conservatives in coming next future?
Well, look, we need to still see if we won the election. We're still counting votes. So at this point, we hope to form a government. And if we don't have the honor of doing that, we will be the most aggressive opposition that you will ever see in the history of this province.
Well, I guess the audience should mark their words because Angelo doesn't mess us around.
Thank you very much.